On August 7th, Lockheed Martin presented a missile defense concept that could give the F-35 Lightning II a more prominent role in the detection and engagement of incoming threats. Under the proposed architecture, F-35s would collect and transmit tracking and targeting information from the air, potentially accelerating the process from initial detection to weapon employment. At the heart of the concept is the use of the F-35 as a networked airborne sensor node. Data gathered by the aircraft could be shared with systems such as the command and control, battle management, and communications C2BMC network, allowing information from the aircraft to contribute to a broader missile defense picture. If implemented, this approach would extend the F-35's utility well beyond its conventional roles in air combat and precision strike. Let's take a deeper look at how this architecture could work and what it means for the future of integrated missile defense. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The F-35 could play a critical role in extending the reach and responsiveness of this integrated missile defense network. In Lockheed Martin's proposed concept, space-based overhead persistent infrared (OPIR) satellites would provide the initial detection of a missile launch, establishing the first layer of the tracking chain. F-35s operating closer to the battle space could then supplement that information with additional sensor data, helping refine the threat's trajectory and support targeting decisions. That information could subsequently be fed into C2BMC, where data from the F-35 and other sensors can be incorporated into a broader operational picture. The real significance of this architecture is its potential to accelerate the entire chain from initial detection to the eventual engagement of a threat. In modern missile warfare, even small delays can have major consequences, particularly as the United States faces a growing range of ballistic, cruise, and hypersonic weapons capable of approaching from multiple directions. By introducing the F-35 into the sensor network, the architecture can turn the aircraft's onboard sensing capabilities into an additional source of real-time tracking data. That information, when passed into C2BMC, basically reaches everywhere. With operations spanning more than 30 locations in 18 time zones, C2BMC is designed to fuse information from geographically distributed sensors and defensive systems and make that information available to commanders across the network. The resulting threat picture can then support the employment of systems designed to intercept and destroy incoming weapons, including THAAD, Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, and NGI, Next Generation Interceptor, which is being developed. The advantage is therefore not simply improved detection. A faster flow of information from sensor to network, from network to commander, and ultimately to interceptor can extend the available decision window. Against high-speed and maneuvering threats, those additional seconds can translate into successful interceptions rather than near misses. F-35 has a very powerful radar, distributed aperture system, electro-optical targeting system, and the capability to fuse the data. Currently, the F-35 is equipped with Northrop Grumman's ANAPG-81, Active Electronically Scanned Array (AESA) radar, widely regarded as one of the most advanced and capable fighter aircraft radars in operational service. However, the ANAPG-81 will be succeeded by the more advanced ANAPG-85 radar. The new system is expected to incorporate gallium nitride (GaN) based transmit-receive modules, which could provide significantly greater power and efficiency than the existing technology. With the same electrical power and antenna aperture, the APG-85 could potentially achieve substantially greater detection ranges, in some scenarios approaching a twofold increase. Such an improvement would significantly enhance the F-35's ability to detect, track, and classify threats at greater distances, further strengthening its situational awareness and its potential contribution to the wider integrated air and missile defense network. Another component, Distributed Aperture System, DAS, is especially relevant in this context. It consists of 6 mid-wave infrared sensors, each mounted at strategic locations around the airframe so that their fields of view overlap, covering essentially 4 pi steradians all around. Each sensor provides wide field of view coverage, approximately 95 degrees azimuth and elevation, and their outputs are fused in real time to form a seamless, spherical view of the airspace and terrain around the aircraft. That bubble of awareness extends below, above, ahead, even beneath the fuselage, giving the pilot visual and infrared imagery through terrain, night skies, and adverse weather. The DAS operates passively. It emits nothing. That means no radar chirps or active emissions to betray the aircraft's presence. It simply watches and listens, relying on infrared signature detection, hot airframe plumes, missile exhaust, aircraft heat, or even contrast between terrain and sky. Because of this, DAS can detect stealth aircraft or missiles whose radar reflectivity is low, but whose thermal signature can still be tracked. Perhaps most striking is its demonstrated ability to detect and track ballistic missiles and suborbital rocket launches. In flight tests using a BAC-111 testbed, DAS tracked a 2-stage rocket from launch out to more than 800 miles, around 1,290 kilometers. Modern integrated air and missile defense is ultimately governed by how quickly a force can move from detection to action. An interceptor is ineffective if a threat is identified too late, while even highly capable sensors provide limited value when their data cannot be shared with other elements of the defense network. For commanders, the quality of the response also depends on receiving accurate threat information early enough to make and execute an engagement decision. Poor integration can therefore have consequences well beyond simple connectivity issues. Disparate systems may generate conflicting or incomplete tracks, delay the identification of an incoming weapon, slow the development of an accurate threat picture, and ultimately reduce the opportunity to employ the most appropriate interceptor. These challenges become particularly acute when preparing to counter a near peer, such as China, where the scale, diversity, and sophistication of the missile threat can place extraordinary demands on every stage of the detection, tracking, and engagement process. People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, PLARF, has come a long way. Responsible for operating China's land-based ballistic and cruise missile arsenal, the PLARF fields a diverse inventory that includes the DF-15 and DF-16 short-range ballistic missiles, DF-21 medium-range ballistic missile, DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile, DF-17 hypersonic glide vehicle-equipped missile, and the DF-41 ICBM. It also operates ground-launched land attack cruise missiles such as the CJ-10. This is where the F-35's potential function as an airborne sensing node becomes particularly valuable. One of its principal advantages is mobility. Unlike fixed ground-based sensors, an F-35 can operate closer to areas of interest and adjust its position as the tactical environment evolves. This allows the aircraft to provide an additional sensing perspective and contribute data from locations that may be difficult or impossible for stationary systems to cover. Further, in the broader strategic picture, resilience is created through sensor diversity. A network that combines space-based, airborne, and ground-based sensors is less dependent on any single platform or communications pathway. If one sensor is degraded, disrupted, or unavailable, other elements of the architecture can continue contributing to the overall operational picture, making the defense network more robust against sophisticated attacks and attempts to disrupt its sensing capabilities.